Roll dice, be nice, and stay tuned. This is the Live to Die podcast.
Howdy, folks.
Hey,
I wanted to ask, for each of you, what is your favorite meme or meme format? Like, do you have a go-to meme or a go-to meme format and jokes that you send a lot? I'll let all of you think. This came up the other night when Trent and I were talking, because I was joking that Trent and I have like an additional, like tertiary parallel conversation going at all times, which is just sort of riffing off of, Trent, what is a specific Midwestern emo song that is riffing off
I think
of?
it's something from American football. The band American Football.
Where it's just like someone had taken a voicemail and they just started like playing guitar over the voicemail of someone ranting at them. And I don't know how Trent and I found ourselves on this part of TikTok, but now a tertiary part of our communication is just us sending each other these TikTok memes of like someone getting angry and yelling about something and then someone else stitching it and just playing guitar, emo, like Midwestern emo guitar over that person yelling.
It's like my dad left me a voicemail, so they're just like, ding.
Yeah, there was a really great one of like this woman like gets out behind her car and like finds her her tow hitch is gone. She's like, fuck, why? God, who would take that? Oh, and you just da 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 da. It's my favorite dumb meme format, and every time I can see one of these come in from Trent on TikTok, I'm like, it's that time again.
Mm-hmm. I think mine might be the Bernie Sanders. I am once again asking you for.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger a little
I
bit.
am once again asking you for.
Yeah.
I remember that got a lot of playtime back in COVID when we were all playing an unhealthy amount of Call of Duty's Warzone. And whenever it was time to buy back in, I just hear you, I'm once again asking you to buy me back into the match, please.
Nothing makes me laugh harder than TikToks where the punchline is an animal screaming, like those screaming goat
Yeah.
TikToks get me every time.
Yeah.
Every
Like
time.
it's normal people talking, then like a hard cut to an
Or
animal screaming.
the one in particular that's like the Taylor Swift cut of I Knew You Were Trouble. And then it's like, oh, but it's a goat just being like, ah!
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Except for the
really
person
big-
in their car who just like freaked their shit out.
I can't pass up a cute animal on the internet.
Sure.
And since I've gotten Rex, who's like part wiener dog, it's like all wiener dog stuff.
Yes.
Sure.
Of course.
And I probably spend, well, I'm not going to say how much of my day looking at wiener dog videos on TikTok and Instagram, and it's fucking hilarious.
All right.
And also, my favorite meme, and I think Ryan and I looked at each other. I wonder if you thought the same thing. You guys remember in the breakup, there's a part where
Oh my God,
John
yes.
Favreau is talking to Vince Vaughn about taking out the new boyfriend.
Don't do anything to that
Yeah.
guy.
This scene
Yeah.
where it's like, no, we're not going to do anything to him. I get it. And
Oh,
Vince Vaughn's like,
say it
no,
louder
we're
for
really
the guys
not.
in the
And he's
back.
like, yeah,
no,
say
no,
it
no.
louder.
We're not going to, no. Or I don't know if you're being serious right now or if
Yeah.
you're like messing with me.
So that meme we share to
We
each other
share
all the time.
all the
like,
time.
Yeah, say it louder. Say it louder. so
Yeah.
people
That
can hear.
honestly sounds like a very military thing too. Where you
Yeah.
like tell somebody to do
That's
something, they're like,
one.
yeah. And you're like,
The one
no,
of my
really, don't do that. And they're like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
don't.
like, I get it.
We're
Don't
definitely,
do
it. Do it.
we're definitely not going to do that. Yeah, definitely not.
But the whole time your eyebrows are like doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing that.
Definitely doing it.
Yeah.
That feels really emblematic of you two, actually.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it is.
I have it saved and I know the date. It's like June 7th or something from 2000 last year, the last time I shared it. So I was like, oh, and I got to scroll down the date so I can send it to him real quick.
Also, my favorite meme to share at the end of someone's sports season. There's a
so
there's a
good.
GIF of, and I may have done it to you too.
Yeah,
recently.
we did it to Jared
There's a
this
GIF
year.
of Homer and Bart sitting on a couch, and Homer taps the couch next to him, like, "Come have a seat." Some friends of ours started sending it to each other when our teams were eliminated from the playoffs in football. So now every time one of my friends' teams loses, they get this like, "Hey man,
Come sit
Welcome
with
to
me.
the
sit
club.
down with us."
I think we got that for the hockey one.
The hockey one, yeah.
Mhm.
So our teams were eliminated like at the same time.
Yeah.
Essentially.
What about you,
Yeah.
Jared? Do you have a favorite meme or a meme format?
I mean, I don't do reels and stuff or TikTok because I
Sure.
know that it would be consuming for me.
Yes.
Yeah, it
Um,
happens.
However,
Yep.
my wife does and sends me them all the time. And
she
it's
loves
mostly
you.
about kids and having kids and being a parent. She sent me one the other day. She's like, or it's like something like, oh, thankful I have all these kids so that when I suggest one of my kids does something, they can tell me another kid can do it instead. Like little things like that. So
It's funny because I remember doing that to my parents. They'd be like, unload the dishwasher. And I'd be like, funny that you had an oldest child for that.
Right, exactly. So those kid stuff is probably what I see most just because my wife sends it to me.
Have you seen the one that's like all teenage boys look like alpacas now?
Yeah.
No, that's funny.
With like the alpaca haircut.
Dude, I
like
pulled
the
Nolan
flipped
in
up
here
hair.
and was like, come here and look at this because he's got the curly hair on top of his head.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So funny.
It's hilarious.
I don't know why that really got me. Ooh, okay.
So we were talking about submarine stuff before we started recording, and this actually popped up in my head before you even asked this question. There's like, oh, nice.
We're
So I'm
good.
gonna reverse engineer this by reading the quote, and it says, "A guy ordering dessert on a date is a red flag for me. That's a female thing to do for reals." And then somebody quote tweets it and says, "Fellas, is it gay to eat dessert?"
Is it gay to eat dessert?
Yeah. And then
is a
another
great
person's like,
format.
"Yeah, if a guy's on a date with a woman, the woman should be the only one asking for appetizers and dessert. Men eat meals. Like seriously, you can't just say it's like, man, is it gay to eat appetizers?"
Yeah.
So it's just like I just think that's so funny when they take something that's so, I don't know, ridiculous, and they just like ask the question. Be like,
Yeah.
Is it
yeah.
Like, fellas, is it gay to love your wife?
Yeah.
Fellas, is it gay to like women? There's one right here about Andrew Tate. Fellas, is it gay to have sex with women? Like
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
funny.
I
Like
remember when that one
Yeah.
kind of sprung up.
It's one of my favorites. It's so good.
Yeah, it's a nice one. I feel like it's also a good self-check on your own relationship
Yeah.
with your masculinity of like, hey, chill out a little
Yeah.
and enjoy life.
Of friendship and memes. I am reading the same book series as a few of my friends right now. And one of my friends sent me, like, got on my phone or whatever, and she had sent me 17 back-to-back TikToks relating to this book series in a row. And then I just look at the next message and it's like, sorry, I just realized how unhinged that was. And I just sent you 17 different things about this.
That is a lot.
Was that Casey?
Kelly.
Oh, okay. Well, that one makes more sense.
I log on to Instagram like once every 2 or 3 days just to look at the stuff that Jason and Matt has sent me.
Yeah.
Literally.
Okay.
Matt, okay.
Jesus, you know what? Special shout out
Yeah.
to memes.
Special shout out to Matt, but also you're on my shit list about this because it got
Matt-
stuck in my head for 35 years.
Matt, you're on my all-time high achievers list for this.
Yeah.
Matt sent the same meme to at least Jade and I. I'm pretty sure a couple of you got it as
Probably.
well. Chicken attack.
But he sent it to me and James
Chicken
in like the middle of the night, and I was like, "Is
I
Matt
don't
okay?"
remember that one.
But
This was like a month
it's
ago.
it was out of nowhere. I look and I was like, "What did Matt send me?" Like in the middle of the night last night, and it was just this guy who's singing a song and like has a chicken in his hands, and then he's like, "Chicken attack," and he throws the chicken, and the chicken turns into a human in a chicken suit, and then starts beating someone up. And I was like,
Oh, I haven't
"What?"
seen it. What is this?
Why did I get this one, Matt?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
It's
And I
so
was
funny too. Like there are some things that I will send to Jason that I won't send to Matt, and there's some things I'll send to Matt that I won't send to Jason, and vice versa. It's just I don't know. It's
I like opened
interesting.
it and I was like, "What did Matt like? What is this video from Matt?" And James was like, "I don't know, but I got it too. Like, do you think it's a message of some? Like, is he trying to tell us?"
And then later
attack
we
you
were
with a chicken.
later we were hanging out with Matt and we brought it up and he was like, "Oh no, I just like
It's like I wanted to burden somebody else with this getting stuck in your head.
I
for
think he was
so
saying
long.
he's like, I want to share these with people because like I think it's funny and I do enjoy just fun and the weird. It is it stuck with me for days. One of the best random things.
I'm
that
gonna
was
play
shared
it for
with
you
me.
guys at lunch, and then you'll never get it out of
Also,
your head.
if I find like a fart or poo poo joke, it goes to Matt.
Sure. Okay.
Matt thinks that fart jokes are hilarious. He's probably laughing right now.
I mean, he's
listening to
right.
this.
Yeah.
Fart jokes
They
are the
hilarious,
highest
but
form
it's
of
like
humor.
he is. Yeah, he's like fart jokes are about as good as it gets.
Jason
They
sends
are.
me a lot of movie content. Like you send me a
Yeah.
lot of movie related
Yeah.
videos and memes.
Yeah, me and Trent get sports things from
Well,
Jason.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
Sports stuff.
Trent
I'll
and I
get-
don't talk to each
I'll
other
send
outside of
politics
this.
No.
to Trent. Like, look at this outrageous thing someone said in Congress.
Yeah, it's usually some congressman
yeah,
who's
yeah.
like, well, clearly everybody knows that babies are made of biscuits and cream, and so we need to have more of that.
Dead on.
Oh, what now?
Yeah. I don't have a good segue for this. I just really wanted to talk about memes because Trent and I were sending a bunch the other day. So hard cut into Candlemere Island.
Oh, I forgot about
Before we
that.
go too far, we should have like a every 6 episodes. What's the funniest meme that you saw lately?
Dude, I like that. It was so good.
It's so great for a non-visual medium.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I think we would then have to maybe share the memes as on our social media.
on the
just to-
socials, yeah.
secretly our
Companion guide.
our entire social media just becomes a meme account.
I would rather talk about memes than go down these creepy stairs.
Well, let's first come back. We're back at Candlemere. As we always do at the beginning of recording days, we had to listen to the end of the last session. So Arthur got his shit rocked.
Yeah.
You just found a weird kukri named Thirst.
Which Arthur took.
Yeah, 100%.
And then Ari killed Arthur to take it back.
So you've killed a human within the last 24
yeah,
hours.
so now the bloodletting kukri will work.
Yeah.
I do think Arthur is sort of looking down or picking through the pieces of the shield now that it's destroyed.
Well, I thought it was just broken, not full
Oh
destroyed.
no, it's straight up destroyed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah. It's 0 hit points.
That's kind of sad.
And I think this is probably the shield that he brought from the knights.
Oh shit.
And like so symbolically it probably is a very meaningful moment for him of like, well, maybe this is me ending my time with the last Wall Knights.
Let's paint that image a little bit, because I've been trying to remember, like, hey, get visual. Because we're talking about Candlemere, like you're in a big fucking lake on an island in the center with and this is not like hyperbole, a centuries old, a thousands-year-old crumbled tower. I think we talked about how there was like a rainstorm all around it. Something was weird about the tower, and there was like a hole in the storm, and just moonlight coming down through the like donut of a storm onto this tower where you're all standing. Now, I also want to hit on something else, and that's the dread aura. Because remember, I said you all have this feeling. And so that's Trent. You're standing in the tower. You have this feeling of being watched, looking down on your shattered shield.
Somebody's
A nice little
watching
callback to your city.
Yeah.
A shattered
Yeah.
shield. It's sort of it is the legacy of change. It is hallmarks of moments, specifically for your characters, Trent, but
Yeah.
also for the whole group.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, here to help.
Ari's going to be like,
Arthur just staring at these pieces on the ground, or
Yeah. And I think he's like picking through them, looking at them, tossing them aside. And I think he sort of adjusts his grip on the sword of like grabs it with two hands and is like, okay, well, this is what we're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Ari's going to be like, the pieces of that shield would make a great centerpiece for our mosaic.
Nikolai winks at her and they start like piling them up.
Yeah, we're like going to keep these. I actually was just imagining Arthur like the end of Mean Girls style, like just giving everybody a chunk of the shield.
This is to remember me by.
So please remember, for those of you who have all failed, anytime that you're going to take a -2 penalty on all saves against fear, as long as you're within 6 to 10 miles of this place.
Oh,
6 to
that's-
10
wow.
miles.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who critically failed,
Is this a necromancy effect?
no. Additionally, each time you become frightened or flee, the fear is physically enervating, and you will also be enfeebled 1 for as long as you are frightened or fleeing.
Whoa.
Oof.
Gross.
Are we sure we want to go here?
No, not at all.
What did we need? I forget what we
Need
need.
some
I mean,
fungus.
If we don't go down
Fungus.
here, y'all
In the
just come
dungeon.
wolves, like no big deal, right?
I don't want to be a wolf.
There's got to be an easier way to do this. Can't we just wait for Nikolai to go up a level?
I think mechanically we have to do this in order to go up a level.
We
God.
have to actually accomplish things.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the parlance of Order of the Stick, you need to go down a level into the dungeon to go
Yeah,
up
yeah.
a level.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Speaking of which, are all of like
So you're all in the tower
I don't
right
want to
now.
be like Jane and kind of shit on your drawings, but which of these stairs are up and down?
Ow. So here's the deal. So all of you are currently in the tower. It's pretty late. You were a little all fucked up. You all kind of said you needed to rest, basically.
Yeah.
And what I've shared with you is like, hey, Ryan, Jonas did the other night when you were like looking at this tower during your watch on from too far away. You saw lights, plural, zipping around.
Yikes.
So you think there might be more, what the fuck they called? Will-o-wisps.
Wisps.
Yeah, wisps
Yeah,
of the
no thanks.
willows.
More to do.
I love that movie.
Willow, son of wisp.
So good.
And so it's up to you if you do want to rest. Do you want to try to rest in the tower? Do you want to try to take some time and heal up, make all your heal checks in the tower? Or do you want to see if like maybe the first room of the dungeon, presuming there's a dungeon underneath the tower, is a little safer, and do you want to rest in there? Like what's your vibe?
I think we should get out of the tower.
Because
Because
We
you
would
saw
have to
the
go-
lights going around
Yeah.
the tower, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But what if we leave the tower and the lights come after us?
Yeah, I mean, where are we going to go? We got to go on a boat.
We would have
It's
to go
dark.
across the boat, across the water.
I mean,
back
maybe
to
we
the-
should just go
back
down.
to the shore,
Oh,
We should. I say deeper into the tower.
Yeah.
and then spend some time to rest.
I mean, leave the
Yes.
tower room that we are currently in and just.
right.
go
We need to
further.
explore a little bit.
I am running out of some useful spells. So resting would be.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anywhere apparent to go from here? From this
There
room?
are stairs down as
There
you
are
move through the
stairs.
rubble room. When you
Are-
found the kukri, there are stairs down. So now we can talk about the map that I've drawn.
Are
Okay,
they all
okay.
stairs down?
So what I'll say is northward is Ryan today. And so north is high, south is low. So basically the further you move south, the further deeper underground
Okay.
you go. So that should hopefully make it a little bit simpler. We're like your higher elevation near Ryan, lower elevation near me.
Yeah.
So those stairs are
downstairs,
leading
downstairs.
down to a room. And as I've professed, like I know that it is an extremely basic and front door thing, but as a GM, and I think a part of it is like a huge nostalgia thing. I love flavor text, and every time I open up a book, an adventure to flavor text, I just remember reading the 3rd edition Dungeons and Dragons starter set flavor text for like the first room you go into, and just being like instantly captivated. And hopefully the players were as well. Positive they weren't. But to this day, I still get excited about flavor text. So do you all want to kind of like take the stairs down
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
this place?
Because I want to hear about this flavor bit of bits you drew in the corner over
Sure. So I'm going to go ahead and give you some baseline stuff. You can ask me about it again, but I always like to establish this. Unless I say otherwise, ceilings are about 10 feet high. So the tunnel you're taking down is a 10-foot high ceiling, which is impressive. And keep in mind, this place is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 years old. Archaeologist Jonas, do you also remember a little bit of what you picked up reading some of the things inside of the tower? I think we talked about this a little bit, right?
Yeah, this was definitely a tower associated with some worship of some old god. What was
Mhm.
it?
You found the name Yog Sothoth.
That's it.
Sothoth.
Yog-Sothoth. Yeah, which is super creepy.
Also, Aklo was a lot
Aklo.
of it, in case you want to use your archaeology thing overnight to shift your
I will,
language.
100%.
And if you also want to make some checks waking up, we can talk a little bit about some of those things. The one thing I did say is that this is probably Age of Destiny, which I probably mentioned before, but just a little
Yeah.
primer. Age of Destiny is -1 AR all the way back to -3,470 AR. So you're looking up to about a max of 7,000 years ago. Began with the founding of Osirian and ended with the raising of the Starstone.
Got it.
So for those of you who are really into the deep lore of Pathfinder, as it were,
Okay.
takes place after the Age of Darkness and Age of Anguish.
Damn.
It's let's see, wars
Sounds
during
like
this.
a bummer.
I'll also say for those of you who've spent some time on some of the other regions, some of the big notable events during this area, and of course, like for those of you who've done any reading on Osirian, like that was a big kingdom era. But the Nyx Geb Mage Wars were during that era, which are fascinating. It was a real high mark for a lot of shit that took place in like Mwangi, around the Mwangi Expanse and around the Garund continent. Yeah.
In the years after that, one guy was like, "What about if we named it the Age of Happiness? This one? Anybody? Age of Joy, maybe?"
We get everyone on board with that? All right. So you're taking these 10-foot steps down. Sorry, 10-foot high. There's steps down, the 10-foot high ceiling. And basically everything down here is stonework. What you're finding is heavy stone. And even like as you get to the bottom, there's a door at it, and the door itself is made of heavy stone. And even opening it, you hear the stones just grind as you open through it. It's pitch black down here. Light seems like an unfamiliar thing. Let's talk about this room. You find yourself in I'm going to get my numbers correct this time and not fuck it up. A 20-foot by like 25-foot room. Sort of looks like a cross. This low chamber has a steep staircase descending from the north the way you came. And then there's additional sets of stairs leading down further to both the east and the west. Oddly enough, though, a small pile of dead leaves and dried nettle has drifted, looks like in over the years around this door into the southern wall and corner there.
We've not had a great time with plant-related monsters around here.
Sure. Want to go check that out?
No.
Okay. Could be anything.
I want to set it on fire from afar.
Okay.
I will check it out before she starts a fire.
Sure. So you walk up there. And
Ari's like striking rocks together. Like, nope.
so it literally is just a small pile. And what you see is that over these centuries, like I said, thousands of years, the door that you just opened, like there are some areas where cracks have worn through it and areas. So this is just leaves and dirt that over hundreds of years has blown and worked their way down the stairwell and settled into this sort of landing deep beneath the
Detect
Candlemere
magic.
Tower.
Womp, 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 womp.
Womp, 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 womp. No magic.
Okay.
But once you rule out the magic of all your companions. But once again, you cannot let go of that feeling like something is watching you from beyond the planet, from the stars and the sky above, still even underground, watching you. You are somewhere where something beyond this world has the attention of it. I said that horribly, but yeah, you get the point.
Do we need to rest?
That's up to you as a group. You do need to take some time to heal Arthur up. Jason pre-rolled that to kind of figure out the temporal stuff, and it's going to take a couple hours, right, Jason, to get everyone healed up. So by this point, it would be like, it's midnight, give or take.
Okay.
There's no reason. I'm not concerned about fatigue until you've been awake for more than 24 hours, and you've still got, 7-8 hours until you've hit that point.
I also think, like Ari would mention, I guarantee these leaves haven't been down here for 6,000 years. But I feel like them even making their way indicates that somebody's been going in and out.
That is not, no, some of these are super old and fragile.
Telling
It's
me
bits of
leaves
dirt.
have been there for thousands
It's
of years?
debris. It's bits of, no. That they've blown in around the door over years and years. Like there's little cracks in areas where the door has like worn away and things have drifted through the door.
Okay,
you
so
just
not
opened.
like somebody's going in and out of these doors and...
That might entirely be possible, but that is not the vibe of the stuff that's been blown down here.
But
It's
you
all
gotta
small
roll
enough
for
to
that.
have fit
I detect
through
magic.
these
Okay.
spaces.
Do I
think you already
sense
did
any-
that.
Oh, you did
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Detect
Yeah, yeah.
magic, no magic right now.
Okay.
Do we just want to camp out here in this room, or do we want to
Yeah.
push a little further?
I mean, if we're going to do it, we should probably do it now.
Yeah,
Is that
let's
way?
do it
There's
now.
a big stone door behind us, at least.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that way,
Nothing's
if we
going to
have
come
to
from
leave,
up. Yeah.
we have a quick getaway.
Could be anything.
All right.
I will
let's-
take first watch.
You should take first rest.
Okay.
You.
I'll
You
take
have
first
heard the
watch.
So you all set a watch. It'll be a little while until you're all done. It takes some time to get the watches all figured out with people, but it's Pathfinder and they have that all figured out. With 5 of you, it does help the watch cycle quite a bit.
Just tell us what Lucky missed and Nikolai found.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's eerily quiet. And I think the biggest thing that all of you need to keep in mind while you're doing this is just that the entire time you're down there, you feel like someone's watching you.
Ugh,
And
so creepy.
it's like a divine watch. Like it's something beyond the realm of mortals that is
Mhm.
that you've attracted the eye of by just being here.
During her watch, Ari is so creeped out that she'll just start talking to that and being like, What? What are you looking at? What do you
Stop
want from
looking
me?
at me, Swan.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
Be quiet. I'm trying to sleep.
Sorry.
Sorry, I was quoting a great
Freaking
movie.
Creepy.
It's a good movie.
He
Some even
quotes
say the
movies in his
best movie.
sleep. I don't know. It's weird.
And even as you say that, it's like the words don't echo off of these stone walls as much as they should. It just everything feels a little wrong. Now, not wrong in the same way that the dungeon and the Conqueror Worm had everything feeling wrong. This is different. This isn't like something's pressing down on you. This isn't like things are so off that that it's as if fear is being stoked. It's as if some part of your existence, of your soul, is aware that it has attracted the attention of something it shouldn't.
Speaking of which, the police are parked out front.
Woo. It's probably nothing.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna get those guys that were mowing the yard.
well, what's the order of watch? Anything in particular? Does anyone have anything they want or need to do during the time? Otherwise, we can take care of any random rolls. So we'll go Ari on first watch.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too weird. Arthur on second. What do you do for light? Do you just like use the light stones that Nikolai's made?
Ari would just
Yeah,
have her
probably.
halo.
Okay. Seems really quiet for you.
Arthur has a sword out.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. 'cause
Flaming.
Oh, it's like a torch,
It's
right?
specific, but in like a hard neon red light.
Yeah.
Jonas. At some point, it's almost you want to say almost like you hear like a whisper, like almost like you can't tell if it's wind, which there is wind coming through the door, or something else, but Lucky, nothing.
Okay.
Nikolai, nothing. But when it comes time for your daily preparations, there's just like a weird touch on you preparing your spells, on connecting with your god here.
Okay.
All right. What do y'all want to do? So now you're all in this little room, this little Red Cross room here.
Does anyone else get the feeling we're not supposed to be here?
Yeah.
I don't know if we're not supposed to be here, but something has taken an interest to our arrival.
Let's just get in and get out, can we?
Yeah, let's find this fungus.
Any writing on the walls like we saw up in the tower?
No, in here it's actually a lot starker. It seemed like this is very much just an entry space. There isn't the same ornamentation. The tower had some of that in a more formal capacity as your guess. So you also did get prepped in Aklo.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want
that's actually an elven thing, not the archaeologist thing.
that's an elven thing?
Mhm.
Oh, dope. Do you want to also take a little check on the Church of Yog Shoggoth,
I
perhaps?
sure do. You want me to roll it? Do you want to roll it?
I'll roll it. What's
Society or...
do you have religion?
I do have religion.
Can we aid?
Oh, wait. I
What about a cult?
do not have religion. I have society or stolen lands.
I have religion.
Mm-hmm.
This will be a religion thing,
Sure.
specifically. So maybe it's Nikolai. Some of this comes to you in dreams. So you can kind of figure out what that looked like. What's your bonus?
10.
All right. You're going to get some stuff on 10. Church of Yog Sothoth is not really an organized religion. The worshippers tend to be isolated, often insane arcane spellcasters, alchemists, sorcerers, wizards, searching for hidden secrets, hoping that this creature from beyond space and time will reveal them in exchange for worship. Other common worshippers are cults comprised of those seeking to exchange service for power, believing that Yog Sothoth will grant them that, and that increasing intrusions from the dark tapestry will be a sign of this god taking an interest in Galarian and in bringing power to them. However, there's not a lot of alignment outside of specific or small things. One thing I will say that you would know is that there's little known about the dark tapestry, and it's the space between the stars where inhabitants of Galarian believes true madness lie. Few beings are able to survive in the vast cold void of space, too alien for even the gods to comprehend, and present one of the greatest threats to the Neon universe should they wish to. There's some inhabitants of this referred to as the Elder Mythos, the Outer Gods, and the Great Old Ones. More akin to demigods like archdevils and demon lords, the Great Old Ones respect the Outer Gods, and they're seen sometimes as heralds or high priests of them. That's all you're kind of aware of.
That's it.
That's like your baseline theology. Yeah, no big deal.
Just like
A lot of cults.
cosmic terror.
Yeah, no problem. So where do y'all want to go? You've got stairs descending to the east and stairs descending to the west. Could be anything.
Let's go west.
Yeah?
Young man.
Sure, I'm good with West.
I mean,
Real quick, little bit of housekeeping. Let's talk marching order. What's in your hands and what's in your head? So who wants to go first? Who's in the front?
Arthur.
All right, what's in your hand and what's in your head?
2 hands on the flaming bastard sword.
Okay.
And I hate this is in his head right now.
Okay.
mhm.
Jason, would you be so kind as to pull some
Yeah.
miniatures over? I think we've got Arthur in the front.
Ari will be close behind, probably.
Okay. Ari, what's in your hand and what's in your head?
Bloodletting
Alcohol
kukri.
for both.
Yeah, both things. Yeah, bloodletting kukri in her hand that she just got from up there, and she's kind of like,
And the long sword.
let's just get out of here. I don't know. She's not really excited about doing errands for the witch anyway, and is kind of like, I hate that we keep going into progressively creepier places to get this done.
Do you think she's focusing on how does she try? How is she trying to stay alive? Where's her attention?
Probably perception, just trying to be very aware of the surroundings and any kind of, anything that sticks out or strikes her as odd, she's gonna take very seriously.
Trent, I'm interpreting yours as sort of scouting. I hate this being assuming things are going bad quickly.
Totally.
Third in line looks like Lucky potentially.
Yeah, that's fine.
Lucky, what's in your hand? What's in your head or heart?
Short bow out. I think he just wants to get in and out and get whatever we need and get out of here, but obviously wants to stay as hidden as possible while doing so.
All right, Jonas.
Jonas, the
This is also not my favorite way to ask it. What's in your hand and what's in your head?
staff.
Okay.
You shall not pass. The Aklo is definitely in my head and memories of cults in my past.
Okay.
And I will be definitely looking for writings on the wall as well as traps in the floor.
Literal and figurative writing on
Literal
the wall.
and figuratively, yes.
All right, and here at the end, Jason, what's Nikolai got in his hand? What's Nikolai got in his head?
Definitely has his bow in his hand.
Okay.
In his head, he is more focusing on being touched by divine power is not something new to him. So
Sure.
he's focusing on the good that he normally feels to try and keep that dreariness outside of him as best he can, even though it's not working so well. But he's trying to stay calm by focusing on Erastel's grace.
So sort of like trying to summon in a little bit of
Yeah.
that juice.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, divine juice.
Light sources. We've got Halo.
Better than cave juice.
Mhm.
We've got a Halo above Ari. We've got Torch on Arthur. Do
Yep.
you have your pendant on Nikolai? Is that out?
Nikolai moves his hands a little bit
Mhm.
and mutters something, and there's like a gloss that comes over his eyes, and he casts dark vision.
Nice.
Mm,
All
cool.
right. Fuck
It's
yeah.
helpful.
Cool. All right. So, oh God, I'm sorry. I'm just so excited. I love playing these sorts of games, and you're all a hoot.
One more thing for Jonas. Jonas
Yeah.
is going to pull a scroll out and cast a level 2 tailwind on himself.
So we can run faster?
So fast. That will give me a plus 10
Fast as
movement
fuck,
speed
boy.
for 8 hours.
Ari will look at Arthur and be like, do you think it's a red flag when somebody casts the ability to run away quickly? Should
Quiet,
we be
I'm
scared?
listening. Quiet, I'm listening.
Okay.
Oh, I need to. I need
Looks
to
at Lucky and
apologize.
she's like, he's no.
No, definitely not.
I need to apologize. I did leave something out. Ryan, when
Yes,
you
sir.
were looking around for writing on the wall, when Jonas spoke, Akla was looking for writing, I did have something for you. And maybe, I'll cover myself. As you're leaving the room, you take another look back. And you realize that where the leaves have piled up, there is a small dent, like a basin in the floor. And you go like, I just want to look at it one more time. And because the GM forgot about it.
I have my staff of air, and I will just cast Gale Blast on like.
Yeah, sure. Just full Gale Blast. Just
push
spend it
the-
on this.
Maybe
Just,
that's-
no. It's those cantrip.
Oh,
just,
never mind.
just push the leaves like
Maybe
like
that's
out of the
how
way.
he first got a glimpse of it. Like he
Yeah.
did Tailwind and he saw a little poof.
You see there's a shadow basin with an inscription that translates literally. And this is an important thing if you've ever worked with like translations, so you're not quite sure what the figurative translation is, but the literal translation here says, "We are those who stand at the threshold." And you kind of think about it, and this is your kind of talent area. Give me what's your society bonus?
9.
You feel like it probably accurately translates as "We are the thresholders."
Hate that.
Oh,
Do you think maybe
yikes.
this is a way to the Dark Tapestry and this might be the last keep before it to protect it?
Potentially.
Additionally, in this basin, you see 6 things there.
Whoa.
It's hard to make out in the light. They look like they're metallic. Maybe coins?
Nikolai, give me some light.
If it hangs that rock up to you.
Okay. And I'm like looking in there like kind of, when you like push things around with your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 silver coins. Worth worth a silver each.
Flipping them over, what's the Caesar's face on there?
You don't recognize it directly, but you think that these coins have to be from the Age of Destiny.
They're not
Whoa.
pentaxy.
Does one of them look particularly lucky?
No.
I think they all look lucky, so I'll take
Nice.
them.
You
While
would
you're looking
guess-
at it, Lucky's going to steal these.
This
You don't
belongs
put
in
them
a
your-
museum.
I'm like,
The really great thing is at some point you have room to build a museum, but I really love the idea that Lucky is just going to name his own personal bank account room in the museum. This belongs in a museum.
Yeah, exactly.
My museum.
I feel like we would build a museum and then be like, oh my God, our museum had like a heist happen and it was just Lucky. We'll just periodically rob the museum.
Oh no, he's going to take it out for research.
Yeah, I'll return it someday.
You would guess if you wanted to sell these, Jonas, each of these coins is probably worth to a collector 30 gold apiece.
Wow.
Wow.
lucky these are worth a silver apiece.
I have a discerning eye. So I
probably
don't
does.
believe.
I don't believe you.
Hey, we can spend silver too, though. So
Mhm. Silver's a new gold.
That's right.
So anyway, that's what you find, and then you finish walking in. Arthur,
What was the inscription
taking
again?
literally, we are those who stand at the threshold, and that's an important question from Lucky. Are you picking up the
taking
coins,
the
or are you
coins?
leaving them?
I like scoop them up and I hand them to Lucky. And I said, I wonder if these are like people paying their homage,
Yeah.
the toll to get into this place.
Got to pay the troll toll.
Mhm.
No.
Well,
There's some things we don't say in the show.
I'll hold them.
So should we
For now.
pay
Yeah,
ourselves to get in here?
that's actually a decent idea. That's a very good idea, Nikolai. And I'll reach in and I'll pull like a modern silver coin and I'll drop it in the spot.
I'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So right now, Lucky and Arthur have not paid.
Do I need to like put these back then?
That's actually a good question.
I think we should leave them here. We'll get them on the way out.
Arthur
All right.
like looks up, knowing something's watching him, and just gives it the finger, and then continues on.
All right,
Whoa.
Arthur.
I
So then,
reach in
what-
there and put another coin in for Oculus.
Lucky's not paying a coin either.
We're
but
like,
he will
Yeah.
put the
he
other
didn't
coins back.
mean it.
Yeah.
He
Arthur-
just
I
I would
put it
say
back
with
out.
Nikolai and Jonas bringing up the end, whoever's like, fuck this, we
Mhm.
was like, kink
Yeah.
a couple extra silver in there.
All right. And so, Arthur, as you sort of stride off, maybe with a little bit of like defiance, you stride into a pretty big room. This is 30 feet east to west, and then another almost 60 feet north to south, long room. And you kind of step into it. You can see stone benches are lining the walls of this room. Along the eastern wall, there's two openings. The one you just came into, and then further south in the room, another opening that looks like it leads down into more stairs, going further down underground. You can see that stone blocks of the ceiling in here have been badly scorched in strange circular patterns.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
Oh,
Jane, what's your perception bonus?
8.
Cool. No big deal.
All
Okay.
obligatory detect magic in here.
No magic, but what's your nature bonus? What's for a magic check here?
I believe it's also 10.
Mine's a 6 just in case.
yeah, I have nature. I don't know what it is though. Hold on.
You can do religion if you want, Trent.
Arthur like stops everybody as he notices and is like, "Stop!
8
Maybe
for
traps."
nature. I can look for traps.
Yeah, I would assist.
Oh God, that's not good. Religion is a 17.
Oh no, what's your bonus? These are all recall knowledge checks.
Oh, plus 9.
Okay. It's Jonas who you're able to piece this together. These are blast patterns. High level spells.
Oh, great.
You don't know what that might be, but there's multiple of them. Like it's big. And so there's some sort of magic. We're talking like upwards of rank 6 probably.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Old. Very, very old.
You guys need to keep detecting magic.
Everybody keep still. There's something in this room that's maybe making these scorch marks, and it's maybe beyond our abilities to withstand if we trigger it.
Nikolai takes a 5-foot step back into the stairs.
Ari's just frozen in the middle of the room.
Yeah, I would search the room
Yeah.
and
Okay.
see if I can find anything.
What's your
Same.
perception bonus? And
My
I'll roll for
perception
both of you.
bonus
I gotta
is
get
a
these back on a sticky note, but I
plus
just haven't.
8.
Okay, plus 8.
Mine's 9.
Yeah, you're looking around the room. Looks like things here have been touched for ages. So a lot of these couches, you're not finding out. What you're piecing together, Lucky, having survived, maybe nothing at this scale yourself,
right.
is like a fight went down in here. Who knows when?
Yeah.
This is
You know who I would love to have in this room? Val, with her
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah.
investigative
Mhm.
recall.
Does it feel like this is the break
Like
room
retrace
and
steps.
a fight broke
Yeah.
out?
not quite like that. Like the vibe you're getting is actually, it's much more of The Wire. Like I'm seeing Jonas and Lucky just, fuck.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Mhm.
Fuck. And like what you're seeing is basically that like there was maybe like a breaching action. Like this was a
Mm.
Oh, okay.
pushing into this temple, like people coming in, fight.
Wow.
Whoa.
Crazy.
All right.
But that's just what you're picking up on these checks. Who knows?
Well, we should probably not touch anything as we walk through here.
Did this god have any enemies?
I mean, cults.
You know what else I'd like
cults have
to
enemies.
ask for, James, is
Ooh.
generally in very, very old crypts
Mhm.
that don't get walked a lot, you can sometimes see where someone has walked
Sure.
over top of its old cobwebbiness. Do I see anything?
Nope.
That's not good.
Cool, very cool. You guys stay like 10 feet behind me, and I'm gonna continue on here.
I'll actually move up just to help look for traps.
I'm gonna
That
do
would
the
be-
same.
Are you shifting your focus to like watch
Yes,
out for
traps.
traps?
I'm going to
Yeah.
shift my focus
Very
for traps,
welcome.
100%.
So now we have a little. Our vanguard is now Arthur, Jonas, and Lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur says, "Here, kitty, kitty."
All right, I'm behind Jonas now.
And Ari's like, this is just what he's like. I don't know.
I made a joke.
Hilarious.
All right. So where are you going next? You want to take these next steps on the deeper down underground?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Would it be different from perceiving for traps if I said I'm specifically trying to keep an eye out for anyone hiding, like a person?
Mechanically, it's the same thing, but if you narratively, I do like noting the difference.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's going to be in different places. I'll affect penalties because like I want to reward people being in character a little more. So mechanically, it will fall under the pattern of making perception checks, but I will handle it a touch differently probably if I
Okay.
feel like it's
Well, I'm
appropriate.
specifically looking for lurkers.
No more text in this room, Jonas. All right.
I'm like trying to calculate in my head, like a 6th level spell I think could kill us in one hit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
probably.
Mhm.
6th rank.
Yes.
Remaster.
Yeah,
Right, because DCs are going to be real high on
What
this
was
too.
Meteor
and a
shower?
lot of die.
So
a lot
yeah,
of
probably.
dice.
What was
fails.
Meteor Storm whenever you cast
Oh
that?
yeah, it was like
Oh yeah, that was insane.
60-12 or
Yeah.
some shit.
It was
Oh.
Meteor Storm that was cast in here,
Wow.
Oh,
Hey.
which just for the record is a lot higher than that. And so
Watson was
Yeah,
here.
that's
I'm going to say that this is sort of
is that
like
rank 9.
you had
It
a
was like an old dwarf.
it could have been Watson. Yes.
I'm going to say that maybe you have like a maybe that's a weird it's metagame, so your character doesn't know it, and I trust you, Jason, to sort of distinguish the two. I'm going to search real quick. I want to just for some context, Meteor.
I do love the idea that Ari's like, I'm looking out for people hiding, and then opens like a door, and it's like, hello.
Yeah.
Ah.
Maybe this is Drosharis' tower.
Yeah, maybe.
No big deal. You're fine. Just 17th level characters,
Yeah,
right?
No biggie.
Why is the vampire one so hot?
Can I look up what?
What rank that is? That's
Yeah.
what I'm doing right now. I just can't spell.
Is it Meteor Swarm? 60-10 bludgeoning.
Yeah, 60-10. Yeah. I mean, that could
No,
That
that's
can-
rank 9.
So that's
Yeah.
the level of spell that went off in here.
G. Shush.
Wow.
60-10. And then it explodes, dealing 14d6 fire.
Oh, yeah,
to
we'd all
any
be dead.
creature in its 40
We would
foot.
all be
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I just want you to
I
keep.
mean, you desecrated an entire cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So your characters don't know this, but as players, like
Yeah.
this is one thing I was talking about actually with Ryan before we hit recording today. That I'm really stoked that Kingmaker I think is giving me some fun into is that
Oh.
like we are in spaces where so much history has happened, and the truth is all of Galarian is on top of so much history. But a lot of the APs are much more like they do a really good job of being about contemporary like political struggles or ideological differences, or just people being assholes. Kingmaker is kind of cool because you're going into these places where like other people's campaigns in a way, if you think about it, have happened. So like
Yeah.
5,000-6,000
cool.
years ago, some 20th level character was in here just like boom, boom, boom.
Are there like ash outlines of people on the walls, just like burned to
You're
a
not
crisp?
finding it, but keep in mind, thousands of these things are thousands of years old. So who knows how
Wow.
long ago this happened?
The
I feel-
remaster offers a really cool thematic change to the spell.
Oh yeah,
It's called Falling Stars, which I think is
Oh,
very,
that's
very
a cool name.
appropriate
That's
for the.
so
and you
dope.
can choose the kind of damage that it does, whether it be
Mm.
sonic, fire, comets, or cold, or plasma's electricity. But the bludgeoning damage is the same.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
That is really cool.
Thanks,
right.
Pathfinder, for being so cool.
To the
Yeah.
next room.
yeah. So now you're going down, and you're going to follow this bend. You go 15 feet down, another 15 feet down, and you're going to come out into a room that's like 40 feet by 25, 30 feet with like 3 sort of semicircular alcoves to the north and another 3 like semicircular alcoves to the south. You see 2 more entrances to this room. You see another set of stairs. You're coming into the southwest corner of this room. There's another set of stairs that seem to be leading vertically up or in the northeast. So the other way you didn't go. And there's a big like double wide set of steps heading south and deeper down below you. But you know what? It's Pathfinder and I've got some flavor text and you know how I feel about flavor text. You walk into this. This is the first time where it isn't pitch dark. Because you see a burning metal rod stuck into the ceiling of this room, providing the space with fitful illumination. The north and southern in walls of this room have 3 enormous arches above these alcoves, surrounded by teeny runes. The central arch to the south and each of the arches side to the north, northeast, and northwest have staircases, while around the other arches is only blank stone in these alcoves.
Hot Rod is better than any joke I was going to say.
That was really funny.
Does the flavor text really say teeny runes?
Tiny. Sorry. I like the word teeny and I always use it instead.
Hey, go read that stuff.
Yeah, I want to go read the runes too.
Trent is terrified.
I'll detect
This
magic
is
while we're in
scary.
here too. I'm sure the rod is magical.
It's just hot.
Okay. So you walk down to go check these out. And the runes depict small stick figures. As if to say that these arches are of scales monumentally larger than people in relative size. Yeah. However, it's at this time that you feel like the shadows in the room are moving wrong.
Perfect.
See,
Yeah.
this is the kind of shit.
So you know what it's time for?
Rolling for
We're taking a break.
initiative?
Is this the end of the episode?
Yeah,
Is
cool.
it?
Love you guys.
Yeah.
Go
We'll see you next week.
home? Yeah.
It's time for initiative.
Oh.
All right, time for initiative.
James has placed 4 bunny rabbits on the
Mhm.
Yeah.
table.
We're
They
just
look
here to have
beautiful.
fun.
Look, it's fine. You're all fine.
Feed the bunnies and you shall pass.
Don't be weird.
But look at his teeth.
Arthur's like, oh, this is so uncomfortable it tickles when I feed it.
Nikolai, what'd you get for initiative?
20.
We're just kidding. There's scary shadows on the
24.
board now.
Oh, 24. Okay, Lucky, what'd you get?
16.
Is that a fail? Is that a crit failure for you?
Crit fail.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
It's pretty good for a 1, though.
Yeah, Ari, what do you got?
12.
Also
Also,
a
a
crit
natural
fail.
1.
Arthur,
16.
is that a crit fail?
No,
Probably
no,
that's
that's
a high roll for
that's
you.
an 8 for me.
Jonas, what'd you get?
21.
Okay.
Jane's going to
So
roll.
remember,
you know?
we do have critical initiative in this household, which is an extra
Okay.
action on a natural 20 and loss of an action on a natural 1.
Gross.
Womp.
Good one, guys.
I was looking
Mhm.
for traps. All right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I stubbed my toe before this.
Next
so-
time, just put a silver piece in, okay?
Put your boots on.
I did.
Okay.
It's like, oh, I forgot to put my shoes on. Hold on.
Lucky, you have special initiative shit, right?
Yeah. I just have, if I move ahead of people in initiative,
Oh,
I
okay.
get they're off guard.
I have swaggering
That's all, though.
initiative, so I can pull a weapon for free, but I already had it out.
Okay. Well, I've got the initiative set. And so let's, I prepped these. 100% prepped this. I definitely did. So let's talk about, you see shadowy, human-looking figures. And they're kind of at the edges of this room. Now, keep in mind, there's a torch at the center of the room. So actually, probably do, Jason, I don't have to ask big guys, can you just put from the center of the room, 20-foot circle? So that's, that'll be most of the room, but can you do a 20-foot circle out to sort of show, perfect. That's where the torch in the center of the room is, and each of you have something vaguely that size around you. Who knows? Might matter. Okay, so the first thing that's going to happen, you see the purple-based shadow in the northeast corner?
Yeah.
This humanoid shadowy figure sort of peels itself from the flickering flames at the edge of the wall and is going to slide along the edge up to you, Jonas. Now, Jonas, you don't have your own light, correct?
Nope.
Now it is at the
Yeah, I gave you
edge
an
of
Everlight
Trent's
stone.
Oh,
light.
he gave me
I
one.
gave you an Everlight
Yeah.
stone.
Oh, you are?
It's probably attached to like.
I
my-
gave you.
yeah.
It's on a necklace.
It's on a necklace. I remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
but I
so-
gave it to you when we were coming down these stairs because I
Yup.
have dark vision.
All right, so that is going to affect this creature a little bit.
Good news.
Sorry, real quick.
Mhm.
We did rest, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're all fully rested. All right, so it's going to slip along the edges of the wall up to you. And you even see it like kind of hissing back against the
Yep.
light, but your
Don't like
presence
it.
here as you're examining the wall seems to bother it. So it'll take an action to move up to you. As a second action, its hand will like come out at you and just try to rake across your skin. I'm going to use the big die here, and that's going to be a, oh wow, they got a big bonus on that. Okay, that's going to be a 28 to hit.
That's a crit.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
no big
Wink
deal. We're gonna
womp.
be fine here. We're all friends.
I do know that Ryan and I were working on our backups yesterday.
Okay, you're gonna
I have
take
a backup.
18 points of negative damage
Okay.
as you feel your life force just starting to get drained.
Ugh.
You know,
out
this
of
is
you.
what I was expecting in the dungeon when in season 1 when it was like the shadowy walls. Like I was expecting shadows to pop out and fight us.
Damn it.
It's classic. All right, so then I think what we're gonna do. Yeah, it's gonna try to steal your shadow. It's going to try to rip a part of you from you.
Okay. That
Whoa.
sounds terrible.
So it'll use its final action to take a action here. So it must have hit a living creature with a shadow hand strike at its previous action. Oh, this is just an automatic success.
Peter Pan, motherfucker.
So it's going to start
I was just thinking about Peter
Oh,
Pan.
wow. Yeah.
tearing your shadow off of you. You are now enfeebled 1
Whoa.
as you feel your own body like having a part of its life essence torn
Perfect,
from it. But now here's the thing. I forgot this creature did roll critical initiative, so I do get an additional action.
Gross.
So then let's swing out with its final action.
Oh, wait.
Another claw hand at you.
Is he within 15 of me? And is the
yeah.
creature?
Yes,
Is it
he
then?
is.
10.
Yeah.
How much damage did you take?
18.
18.
Take 6 less.
Don't mind if I do.
And you are able to step,
Please.
if you would like.
5-foot step straight
Sorry.
back towards
Liberating
Jason.
step.
So you're gonna call liberating steps. You see this creature and you ding. I imagine this.
Do I get a reaction at the beginning of combat?
So we actually talked about this in the episode I just finished editing the other week, and there's rules for it somewhere. But I've always said that if you're not, I think what I'm going to say is if you didn't critically fumble your initiative, if you're
Seems
not
fair.
basically surprised, I think you start with your reaction.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Because I don't love that the first round of combat should be rocket tag.
Mm-hmm.
Because like
Right.
similarly, I don't think all you should be like, well, they can't use their attack of opportunity in the first round. I'm just
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
charge right
totally
through them.
fair.
I think as long as people aren't like full on surprised, I think you're in combat.
Okay.
Especially like given that like you had your weapons out, you were literally scouting, Trent. Like you were ready for shit to go down.
Yeah.
So yeah, you voom, and your sword even glows like that red shines out. And you see it, like shy back from it. So then in that case, it would have used its other action to follow up, and then use try to steal shadow. That's its whole turn.
Cool.
Nicely done, Trent.
Yeah.
Nikolai, it's your turn. You see these creatures. Oh my god! Like look at this fucking art. I pulled it up for all of you. I love the art they have
Cool.
in Kingmaker for them.
That's
That's
really cool.
cool.
It's
It
like
is.
It's very wispy.
yeah. If you've seen the movie Soul, there's like a period in the movie where there's like these creepy light creatures. These are the opposite of that.
It's
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah.
very tiny int.
They sort of look
They
like
do look like ants, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they
They're
look
made out of
like
shadow.
dementors that are very emaciated.
Yeah.
Like hungry. They haven't eaten a soul in a while.
Yeah.
Did that thing step towards me?
Yeah,
Yes.
it followed.
Oh,
so
I didn't-
it would have moved, attacked. You step back, so it used its third action,
Third
step,
action.
then its
Okay,
fourth
cool.
bonus action to try to rip your, try to steal your shadow.
Don't like it.
So it just means it didn't get another attack off because of Trent's stuff.
Thank you,
Made a
Trent.
Bleed action
Yeah.
economy. All right, Nikolai, you're in here. There's light. There's plenty of light sources in the room. The ones in the far back are in dim lighting.
I will.
If we shut off all the lights, will they go away? No light, no shadow.
Certainly a
Um,
possibility. Or maybe you just can't see them.
I will cast light.
Oh, okay.
And what I'm going to try to do is cast it.
Mhm.
All right. The rule says if you create light in the same space as a willing creature,
Mhm.
so you wouldn't be willing for this to be attached to you, correct? I would have to.
Correct.
So I'll cast it right in front in the 5-foot square right next to you to the north.
Do you want to make any sort of knowledge checks, or do you just want to go for this?
I think I just want to go for it because
Hell
it's
yeah.
a shadow and I feel like this is a good move.
All right.
Is a shadow a type of creature? Does that make sense?
That's where you need to make a knowledge check.
Okay.
Of some type.
Well, okay then. What about
Cough, cough, religion.
Yeah, I was going to say religion. I
It
don't
is a
think
religion
nature
check.
would
What's
work
your
here.
bonus?
10.
And you know what, Jason? I want to try to give some agency back to all of you because I feel like I like secret checks. Which of these dice do you want me to roll for you?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we got some options.
This one.
All right, we're going to go for the
Clear one.
glow in the dark
Ectoplasm
one.
Yeah.
green.
Ooh.
And what was your
Feels
bonus again?
appropriate. 10.
Okay, and look, I even like prepped the
If you rolled
DCs
shitty,
for
can
all
I
of
give you a
this.
patch?
No, okay. So what would you like to know?
I would like to know if light causes these things harm.
So you could bring back. You're not sure what it was like a folk tale, and this is where I feel like it's gonna be up to players. Maybe you've learned this, or maybe you were able to intuit this from like observations of similar environments. They clearly don't like light, but this one strode into Jonas's light to hit it, and it
Okay.
didn't seem to die
It
from
didn't,
it.
okay, it doesn't do damage.
So
on it.
what you suspect is that while light affects them somehow, they may be vulnerable to it. Its presence doesn't hit them.
Probably gives them like a debuff sort of thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
And so your gut would be that you'd want whatever is striking it to be magically illuminated.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, I will
Oh hell yeah!
cast light
This is why I love
on
using
my
knowledge.
friend Arthur.
Arthur's sword is already
I've already got that.
it's
Who doesn't?
magically illuminated. It's the flaming bastard sword,
Who doesn't have light?
Oh, Ari's
I
right in
think we
front
all.
of you.
I have a halo.
but your
Oh, that's
weapon
true.
isn't glowing.
Mm. Yeah. my
And I
kukri
think
doesn't go.
light, the new remastered light, is up to 4 things.
Oh wow!
It's essentially light and dancing lights. They push them together. It's the same spell now.
Well, you know
Very
what? I
cool.
have the amazing
Yeah, it makes sense with your
archives
fingers.
of Nethys right here.
Oh, really? I must have the old one in here then.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's
No, it says from the player core. You create an orb of light that sheds bright light in 20-foot radius and dim light for the next 20 feet in a color you choose. You choose a light in the same space as a willing creature.
this is
you
where
can
you have
attach a light to the creature.
an
Okay.
interaction of old stuff and new.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say you could still do it the old way
Yeah.
of not just an orb, but if you want to have it imbue a target thing.
I do. I want it to imbue Ari's
Kukri.
kukri,
The murder kukri.
the murder kukri.
I like
Yeah,
murder
Does it glow
kukris.
red?
And then with my last action, I will cast guidance on Ari.
Oh, no!
Cool.
So you use it with an action for your recall knowledge.
That's right. I did recall
Yep,
knowledge.
which just saved you for which,
Correct.
which
is-
let you use that on
is
Ari
light
stuff. Two
one
action
ac-
spell.
It is
Two action
action.
spell.
What color is your light?
Green.
Ooh,
It is
Hmm.
like a kind of cool foresty green.
so we've got a rave in here. We have a green and red lights just glowing.
It's Christmas.
Yeah,
It's beginning to look a lot like Shadowmas. Jonas, it's
better
your
it's a
turn.
rave.
Jonas is going to 3-action cast Scorching Ray.
Oh, shit.
On purple, green, and I can't see the color on that
Blue.
guy.
Blue.
Yeah, those 3 in front of me. So we'll do purple will be clear, blue will be blue, and green will be red, I guess. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm just going to roll 3 natural 20s because that's how I roll.
That would be easier.
This is a spell cast in combat,
Um,
James.
What's that?
This is a spell cast in combat, by the way.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Just say.
I'm checking Scorching Ray. Is it still called Scorching Ray?
It is. It's a 3-action cast. It's
Whoa.
1, 2, or 3-action cast like Magic Missile.
Or is this Blazing Bolt now?
I have Scorching Ray.
Spell rank
Appears
2.
in Secret Magic, spell rank 2.
Is that Ray of Frost, but when he's on vacation?
Uh-huh.
Oh
At
yeah,
the beach?
there's
Like
a
He's scorching
remastered.
right now.
He didn't.
Yeah. that-
Remastered version is
when he
Blazing
gets
Bolt.
Blazing
makeover.
Bolt.
Oh, okay, I'll change that after this.
No, it's fine.
Is it the same thing, or is it
you
cooler
fire a
with
ray of
Blazing
heat.
Bolt?
Well, you know what?
You can cast 1 to 3 actions.
Yeah, 1 to 3. A ray of heat and flame. Spell attack against a single creature. On a hit, the target suffers 2d6 fire damage. On a critical hit, they take double. As an additional action, you can fire an additional ray at an additional target, max of 3 targets for 3 actions. These attacks each increase your multiple attack penalty, but you don't increase your multiple attack penalty until after you make all of them.
Yep.
If you
And-
spend 2 or more actions casting the spell, the damage increases to 4d6 on a
Correct.
hit and still doubles on a... Damn, that's pretty
That's
dope.
cool.
That's a
Yeah.
really
Real dope.
good
That's
spell.
great.
I
It's
like
real
that.
dope. So I'm just going to go in front of me and then circle around clockwise. So that's going to be a 28 on the guy right in front of me,
Purple.
Okay.
then a 26 on green, and then an 18 on the guy by the stairs.
Blue.
So 26, 28, and
28, 26, and 18.
18 misses first 2 hits.
Awesome.
Purple and green.
So purple and green.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're shooting across the room. Just boom,
Boom,
boom.
boom, boom, boom. Yep.
All right, purple and green. I've got those set up. Look, God, the pawns. If you're playing in person, the pawns for Pathfinder are
14
so
fire
nice.
damage on the guy right in front of me.
Nice.
Okay, 14. Seems to take a little bit less of that than you might expect.
Okay. And then even better, 7 on the gentleman.
Actually, this is a burning ray. I'm saying that that's shedding light.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that a
Yeah.
light attack?
Yeah.
3 ones.
It has a primal trait.
Bummer.
Yeah, and I just rolled 7 on the guy. in
On the
green.
sun green.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm going to say that it is an
Awesome.
illuminated, so
Thank you,
that
sir.
all seems to hit.
There is
Okay.
a
Yeah,
nerd.
it's
It's like, no, it's technically it's not part of the spell's component, so that wouldn't actually count. But
Well, here's what it says: light vulnerability. An object shedding magical light is treated as blah 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 blah.
Scorching ray would, yeah.
Oh no. So they'll still. Oh shit. Okay, so no, some of it still doesn't go through.
Okay.
Fuck, this is so cool. So some of it doesn't go through, but it does look like because of the light, it hits them more.
Got it.
They're incorporeal, but incorporeal is no longer as shit as it used to be in 1E. This is a part of how that's handled.
What was the new spell called? The scorching ray?
Blazing bolt.
Blazing bolt. Thank you, sir.
Still better than spacious pouch. All right.
I've got a spacious
lot.
pouch.
All right.
I don't know what that means.
All right. Blue.
Jane
neither.
just almost fell out of her chair from rolling your eyes too hard.
Blue is now going to run over to the south of Arthur. So it'll sort of skirt right along the edge of the light from that like burning rod torch, but it'll end directly on the south of. No, you're right. Jason got me. It'll flank over on Arthur.
Thank you, Jason.
Thanks, Jason. You know what, Jason?
Is that not what you looked up?
Yeah, totally.
Here's a patch.
And it's like this anarchy, like pentagram.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Agent
yeah.
of Chaos.
It'll fly 30 feet, so it has that movement easily. That's one action to get over there. You're now off guard to it, Trent.
Uh-huh.
I made the
as
hot
it-
rod joke and never even got a pet.
It's true.
And
It's minus
it will,
2?
Yeah, minus 2 to your AC. And it will.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Shit.
Oh, no.
Critical hit.
Oh God.
Okay.
And I did get the critical hit cards out ahead of time somewhere.
Damn it. I saw him. I even checked.
I know. We were like, oh, they're right over there. Jason, would you be so kind? I've already given you a lot of patches, so we're at a patch limit for small help, but you're here, and I remember that.
I'll take his overflow patches.
I don't have my shield.
No, you don't.
Oh no, Arthur.
All right, Trent, roll me a d4 or a d6, just something so I can count
Okay.
down.
1.
Oh, actually, wait a second.
Wow.
Hear me out. I natural 20'd.
Uh-huh.
These creatures are not high enough. Oh, no, they are. Never mind. Yeah, 1.
Oh.
Very cool.
Because it has to be
Super.
your level or higher to get a crit card.
Hand
And
off
they're
the
your
psych.
level.
That was mean.
I rolled a 1.
Sure. Ooh. Mystical Thwart. You cannot activate magical items, cast spells, or use quick alchemy until the end of your next turn.
Is my
Okay.
sword already activated?
Yes.
Okay, good. So nothing else happens.
So yeah.
Do-do-do-do.
But you'll take damage, but that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Cool. Okay.
Dude, that
it could
would've
be
sucked.
much worse.
That would have sucked.
Yeah. Honestly, look,
So can you not lay on hands?
correct. Not just for
Oh,
one turn.
True. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It would
just
be
for one
worse on
turn.
someone like me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, at least Trent's still set up to swing.
I have resistance to negative damage, so that's cool.
That
All
is
right.
good.
Are you
2.
ready?
2.
Okay, Trent.
Do you
So
have negative healing?
No.
Unfortunately, no.
So you'll take what would have been on a crit 10 damage because I rolled very poorly. It'll be 8 damage.
Hell yeah.
As
okay.
your connection to your god buffets this a little bit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
How fucking cool is that? And then you know what? We'll follow up. Let's do another attack. I'm gonna keep using these amazing dice. Okay, Trent. What about? Hear me out. 15 to hit
Miss.
against off guard.
Miss.
Okay.
Yep.
Lucky. It's your turn. You're watching the shadow from across the room here.
I'm gonna do a. No. Oh no, I have to do religion. I don't have religion.
No, there are lores as well. You can always lore.
Yeah, I don't
Unspecific
have, I don't
or
have any
specific?
lore to use either. So I guess I'm just gonna attack purple.
Yeah. So for what it's worth, red and green have not acted yet this initiative.
Yeah.
So this one right here in front of you.
All right, I'll attack red.
Is
Why not?
your weapon illuminated?
It is not.
Cool. Is it magical?
Yes.
All right.
Well,
Got
not
this.
a great start.
The threshold on that is so low now.
To like being magical.
Yeah, because like a +1 is magical, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like,
Mhm.
as soon as you get a +1
That's
weapon,
kinda
it's
true.
magical. Like,
Well, it's a miss. I rolled a 4.
Okay. Well, for what it's worth, Trent, because the resistance here is just that it's doubled against non-magical,
yeah,
which is a cool way to handle that.
yeah.
So your first attack is a miss.
And then I'm gonna move. Next to Ari and Jonas.
So you'll step over to the east, kind of squaring up into this room, getting a little closer to the center in that light, but also making sure you're not about to get, cut off from the group in that column formation.
Yeah, can I actually move next to Jonas one more, or is there not space there?
On the corner?
Yeah, it's kind of a...
it would be difficult terrain. So it's like squeezing into that space, but you could do that. You could slip into there. Yeah. So you almost have to like flatten yourself against the wall because it is very intentionally a tiny bit of space there. So you're like pressing up against Jonas.
Okay.
If a cat can fit its head through something, it can fit its
That's
body
true.
through it.
You're smelling Jonas's
That's
farts
crazy.
right now. And that was for Matt.
Yeah.
All right, Lucky. That means you have one action left. Attack, move.
I critically failed my initiative, so.
Oh, that's right. Shit. Arthur, it's your turn. Thank you for being honest.
No problem.
You know what?
Don't like this.
Yeah.
Let's go with the thinking about death patch.
How great.
Yeah.
Cute and pink and purple
I
and
do
a
like
heart.
It's so good. I'm just going to attack the purple one with the big bastard sword.
Okay. Obviously, you can see you have
Hit him with that
illumination
big
coming out of your
bastard.
weapon. You got a big die over
I've
there.
rolled 3 8s in a row with this
The
thing.
whole last session was also trash luck for you.
That
You
is-
have, you have
Put it
bad
in
dice
jail.
luck.
Yeah, I don't think I can roll this tonight.
Yeah.
So is that a miss then? What's your total?
Yeah, let's see. That'd be 19.
Oh, so close.
Oh, no.
We should get a
Uh,
dice gel and put it over here.
Yeah, we need to make a little.
So let's keep swanging. Miss, and I don't have a shield to raise anymore.
Ah, man, it sucks.
So
So what do you got?
what else can I do?
Could do anything.
I can do something cool, but I can't do it because of the thing.
We could do another lore, and see if we can find out something else about him.
That's true. I'll do like a lore check.
Religion, purple or
Yeah.
blue white.
Purple.
All right, what's your religion
I
bonus?
have to check. 9.
Okay. What do you want to know?
What type of creature are they? I mean, I know they're shadow, but
You're not sure.
Because of your roll.
Wow.
I'm like, I don't even know.
Lured right into
I
that
can't
one.
tell what they are.
All right. Now it's the red one's turn. The red one in the far southwest corner. It's going to swoop up directly to the south of Arthur.
Oh, God.
I mean, coming into the light a little bit, but it sort of doesn't want to go anywhere else. As it comes up, it's one action to move.
Arthur's got 3 of these guys on him now. Fighting
Yeah.
around.
All right, Arthur, here comes some attacks.
Surrounded by shadows.
That's going to be 23 to hit on
But
the
I'm
first swing.
Not flat-footed, right?
Okay.
Doesn't really
off
matter.
guard, but no.
Right. It's a hit.
23, not a crit though, yeah?
Correct.
Okay, so that's going to be 10 points of negative damage.
So 8 damage.
Yep, which is how much the other one did on a crit. And then it will... Ooh. It's going to try to steal your shadow.
No, not my shadow.
You guys ever seen the movie Frighteners or remember the movie Frighteners?
Yeah, with Michael J. Fox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how these bad monster shadowy things remind me of like those
All right,
murdery shadows in that movie.
I can make a joke
Trent.
here, but I'm really not
Trent.
going to.
you're enfeebled 1 as it rips part of your shadow off of you.
Wait,
You got to sew it to your feet.
I know your joke.
let me check something.
Okay, what do you got?
No, it won't matter. Are they undead?
Could be.
Are they? Because it matters.
Yes.
Ooh.
Wonderful.
What was your roll?
This is an automatic effect with no roll.
Ah, shit.
So it didn't matter.
Mother. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So you're
yeah.
enfeebled and it's Ari's turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bummer.
If you say so.
All right, Ari, what do you got?
Automatic effect my ass.
Ari's just gonna run up to Blue
Okay.
and take a stab at him
Now,
with this.
do you want to try to
kukri.
flank Blue? Doing that would require you to potentially provoke attacks of opportunity if they have it. Or
No, thank you.
reactive strikes, but you
Pass.
could flank.
Pass.
Okay. So you run up.
I'm not about
Green
to get
glowing
enfeebled right
kukri.
now before I even hit this guy.
Something does matter here.
Oh.
Because they're undead,
Uh-huh.
my Shining Oath
Mhm.
is actually enhanced against undead. So when it hit Jonas, he actually took 4 less damage.
Holy shit,
cool.
okay.
So instead of
Nice.
6 less,
Pretty
it's 10 less?
yeah.
Correct.
Wow.
That's
awesome.
dope.
Great.
Damn,
Dope.
that's
I'll take it
huge.
back.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Damn, Trent. All right.
Arthur's all fuck the undead.
Ari.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I'm
way
just gonna try to
better.
stab at Blue
Sorry,
with
3,
this
3.
bloodletting kukri.
Okay.
I really don't think I can. I can trip a lot of things. Probably not an incorporeal
Doesn't
shadow.
matter.
It's a little harder to trip something that's incorporeal, yeah.
No.
Oh my
sorry,
God, I can't
4 is
even read
correct.
these die.
There's a lot of text here.
It's all good.
19 to hit.
Or using the guidance from
Oh,
Nikolai.
yeah, and guidance, 20 to hit.
Then that's a hit.
Yes.
Hey. Okay.
You're welcome.
Big kukri now. That'll be 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And it's lit up, thanks to Nikolai.
And some of that gets through.
But I think that's all I can do because my bad initiative.
All right. We're going into the final one's turn. Darkness surrounding you on every side.
Twin brother
I'm
darkness.
used to this.
Tune in next week to find out if they
Oh,
live.
boy.
Oh.
The Live to Die podcast is a production of Live to Die Gaming. Follow us on social media at Live to Die Pod. Leave a review and tune in next week for more. If you like the amazing background audio and music, all that credit goes to Syrinscape. Make sure you check them out at Syrinscape.com.